colleagues in the field of early childhood education, Monisha Gibson from the Maritime Odyssey Preschool, and today I'm going to spend some time talking to you about a COVID outbreak in your center. I'm hoping that I won't be much longer than 5 minutes because usually that's all that I have, but I do want to make sure that I get this information to you today. Here's the deal. Many of us are in the field of early childhood education and we are trying to figure out how to survive this thing with very little guidance from anywhere. If you are a private preschool program, if you're a home daycare, all of these things, we have to make some tough decisions. And so I want you to know that my purpose in sharing this with you is that perhaps maybe we can help somebody out who might be struggling with this. I am not the expert, but I am someone who has experienced it and I want to share the information that I have with you. I also want you to know, just being perfectly honest, a lot of people, a lot of centers don't want this to be public information. Rightfully so. You're the preschool that has an outbreak. It is what it is. We have to survive this. School districts are shutting down. They have outbreaks. I mean, it is a scary time for everybody. So again, my purpose is so that we can support each other and offer some advice on how we can survive it. With that being said, if you have no guidance and you're lost in this thing, go to the Office of Early Childhood. This is the guidance for childcare during COVID. The Office of Early Childhood of Connecticut put this together. So big shout out to Commissioner Beth Bai and her team for working on that. That's kind of like our Bible during COVID. And so we follow that to the best of our ability in terms of trying to make sure that we keep our children and families safe and also our staff. So here we go. The first thing I want to let you know is that we have a list of things that we put in place when there's an outbreak, and we assign that to particular people on our team. If you are a one-woman or one-man show, you need help. You might not have a leadership team like I have, but you might have responsible teachers who can help you do some of this work, trustworthy teachers who can help you do this work, calm teachers who can help you do this work, because you need to know when there's an outbreak, people are going to panic. You're going to see people cry. You're going to see people break out into sweats. You're going to see people call out for several days. You're going to see parents keep their kids home. It's all normal. It's all natural, but you want to make sure you get those folks who are strong enough to handle what you're asking them to do. The first thing you need to do is, once you have a confirmed case, is you need to contact your local Department of Health as well as your health department at the state level. Those individuals will help you do your contact tracing. Now, just a helpful hint. You don't need to wait for them, because 9 times out of 10, at least in our state, we don't get direction when we call. It's usually wait for the local and vice versa. What did they say kind of thing. But if you know there's an infection in your actual classroom, you know that classroom is going to get shut down. You know that for sure. We actually, when we first had our outbreak, we were closing down more rooms than we needed to. We didn't understand how it worked. And then we got better and better at it. But you want to rely on your local DPH. Don't make it by yourself. But if you know that if it's in a particular classroom, that classroom is going to shut down. So you want to make sure you are very strategic. You want to first inform the teachers of the classroom that were infected. Then you want to inform the families of that classroom. Then you want to let your general teacher population know, and then your families know, in that order. Your teachers should not find out after your families. And particularly those teachers who will have to be home for 2 weeks, you want to make sure that they know first as well. So make sure you followed in that order. The next thing you want to make sure you do is let anybody at the local level in your community know. So we let folks, school readiness council know and so forth, just so that they are informed that this is taking place and you're closing some classrooms. Once you hear from your local DPH, they will let you know if you have to close any additional classrooms or what else you need to do, but you can take those steps first. We do 2 other things that are really unique, and that is we hold a meeting with our parents and we also hold a meeting with our teachers, typically the same day, but if it falls on a weekend, we'll do it that Monday. And then for our families, we hold something called a family chat. We always make those 2 things available via Zoom so that we can be able to talk about what happened, answer any questions, and lessen any kind of anxiety that may exist. This is, we found, to be very helpful. So you may want to make yourself available to do that as well. And then if you can afford it, you want to do an electrostatic cleaning. That's that little fancy thing where they go and spray everything and kills all the germs. We do that for any classroom that has been infected. And depending on where the infection may have taken place or where that person had been, we may have the whole building done. So these are just some tips that you can use that can be helpful. Again, we have it all laid out. We have it assigned to a person, and then we use our checklist to make sure that we're meeting those goals. And so we do that as well. And I just wanted to make sure I had that information to you so you knew that there are some strategic steps that you could take. So that was the quick version. I may come to you at a later time to share any more, but I've been on with you for 5 minutes and about 25 seconds, and I got to go do some coverage. So hang in there. Again, we are all in this together, and we wish you the best of luck.